Hello everybody out there in YouTube land, and welcome to DC Fans United. So today I am taking a look at a spooky comic since Halloween is coming up. This is Convergence Wonder Woman #1. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. If you aren't familiar with Convergence, this is a tie-in too. There's the 8 issues that make up the main story, and then there's a lot of tie-ins for Convergence. There's over 80 books anyways, and most of them are these two-shots. So at the beginning it always has this sort of an explanation. It shows who's going to be in this. So in this one we have pre-Crisis Earth 1 Gotham City. So that's Wonder Woman and Steve Trevor and those guys, and they are against the Red Rain Gotham City universe. So that's what Convergence is, essentially. It would take a whole video to explain all the details, but all you really need to know is the guys from pre-Crisis Earth 1 are going to be fighting the guys from Gotham City in the Red Rain universe, which is the vampire universe. So we start off and we got Wonder Woman and Steve Trevor. They're living together, and we see the credits. This is written by Larry Hama, who has, of course, been a writer of comic books for decades. So when I saw that, I was pretty happy about that. And Joshua Middleton is the artist, and he also did the colors. And he did the cover for this, too. So starting off, we see them. They're just living in an apartment. So right now, Wonder Woman doesn't have her powers because there's a dome over the city, and they are living there in isolation for about a year. So they kind of go through their morning routine, and she's basically volunteer helping people since they're trapped in the dome, and he is too. So she goes off, and she's going to meet her friend Etta Candy, who's a longtime Wonder Woman character, and they're visiting this older woman who has a brain tumor. So what the older woman wants to do is go to this new church, which is like a cult, and so that's what she wants to do. So they agree, and they're going to take her. And then Ida also is a member of that place too. And then there's like some street guys that are kind of giving them a hard time, and Wonder Woman chews them out. So then they arrive at the cult church type place, and they're all about these angels. They keep talking about angels, and the angels are going to come and knock down the dome. So yeah, they're trapped inside Gotham City, and it has a big dome over it. A lot of ads, huh? There's actually quite a few pages in this, though, overall. Regular pages. I just don't like the ads when they're like this is for some card game. They should at least be related, you know. An ad for the Flash or something would be okay. Alright, so the woman with the brain tumor dies. She just falls over and dies. And then they get into an argument about the validity of essentially the cult. The cult itself. And offering people false hope and stuff. And then, as happens in all of these, we get the announcement from Telos, who is the supervillain who did all this, and he tells them, one city shall survive, only the strong. Since your arrival, I've been the air you breathe, blah, blah, blah. Basically, he's boasting, and he tells them that their champion or champions will have to fight another city's champions, and whoever city's champions wins will get to live, and the other city will be destroyed. So the cult people, because Wonder Woman still doesn't have her powers, they knock her out with a stick, and they decide to take her underground into their, their labyrinth of tunnels and stuff. And her friend doesn't like that, so she gets into a fight with them and runs out. And then they take Wonder Woman underground, and then they decide they should go back up and see what's going on, so they decide to just leave and tie her up. And then Steve is looking for her, Steve Trevor, her boyfriend. So he's running around, and then we can see the dome is starting to come down now. And And then we get to see how it looks. So Gotham's been placed on this other planet with a bunch of other cities. I think it might be like 80 cities. And it's a lot of Gothams, too, because they're from throughout the DC universe. So, you know, there's like Kingdom Come and Red Rain and Gotham by Gaslight and all that stuff. Pre-crisis, post-crisis. Oh, and anyways, so they see the vampires are flying over. And then we see Wonder Woman. She's been tied up by the cultist women, and she realizes she has her powers, so she breaks out. And oh yeah, one of them's wearing her tiara. They stole it. And they're like, oh, is it the angels? Have they shown up? And they're all happy. And Wonder Woman's putting on her gear. There's this cool panel where she's looking all you know, heroic. And Steve Trevor and her friend come along, and they find all the cultists have been killed. And then we get this really cool panel where we see there's a vampire Joker, a vampire Poison Ivy, and a vampire Catwoman. So they're there to fight. So they attack, and right when they're going to kill Steve Trevor, Wonder Woman shows up, and she kicks Poison Ivy, knocks her down, knocks down Catwoman. She takes her tiara back, because Poison Ivy had taken it, and puts it on, and then she's going to run and save her friend, and Steve stays behind, which was really a bad idea. So he's threatening them to not move, and then the cultists who have been killed come back, because they're ghouls now, and they attack him from behind. We don't know if he's been killed or whatnot. We don't see in this issue. And then Wonder Woman's running along. She finds her friend, and then she sees that the Joker is there, and he says, "It all seems like a big joke." And it says to be continued because these are 2 shots, so we have number 2, and we'll check that out next time. And then at the very end, all of these Convergence tie-ins have a bit of a backstory at the end, so you get more of the history of Wonder Woman. And it helps you understand the characters, like Steve Trevor and her friend and everything. So that's kind of cool. That's one thing I like, is they try and give you as much information as possible to help you understand what's going on. So I thought it was pretty cool. It's a really crazy story, but this Convergence thing, that was kind of the idea, is like anything can happen. It's different characters from throughout the DC universe all clashing. And I thought the art was really good on it. Usually, a lot of times you don't get very much detail in the backgrounds. They kind of skimp on that. But really, everything, you know, you can tell the artist put time into it. And I thought the writing was really solid. It's just kind of a crazy story, though, with vampires and stuff, so it's pretty fun. These ads are killing me, though. It's making me want to start buying trade backs instead of single issues, right? Oh well. So, yeah, pretty good. I'd recommend it. I like Convergence overall. The tie-ins are really hit or miss. Some are better than others. But they're all 2 shots, so you get a pretty good, concise story in, you know, just 2 issues. So, that's all for now. That's my review of Convergence Wonder Woman #1. I thought it was good. If you like that kind of thing, definitely check it out. If it's too dark for you, give it a pass. And I will review the 2nd issue, and we'll find out what happens soon. That's all for now, and if you're new to this channel, don't worry, I usually don't do cell phone videos. They're kind of like an extra bonus video. Think of it like that. They aren't replacing the well-edited computer videos. They are in addition to them. Alright, so that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of DC Fans United. And if you aren't subscribed, please subscribe.